Good morning. I hope you've had a lovely evening or you're having a lovely day. So, what book today? U Squared from Price Pritchard. Have you ever seen this? This is awesome. You can only get it from his website, by the way. So you can. They've managed to keep this in lockdown. It's really, really good. So it's yeah, it's just a small book. It's absolutely pure gold. If you want to help change somebody's life and they've never done any personal development or anything before, then this book is just a little gold mine. Here's some of the chapters that we can get through. You know, the promise, quantum leaps, U squared, your personal rules for success, quit trying harder. Don't you just love that chapter? Quit trying harder. Yes. Oh my God, if that's one of the lessons that I ever needed is quit trying harder. I hear it all the time. And we just work harder and work harder and work harder thinking we're going to get the same results. Let me tell you, the harder you work, the more you learn, all you're doing is building on top of your programming. And if you don't change that programming, nothing is going to change. You're going to change the circumstances around you. Things might get a little bit better. But you know what? Whenever you get success and then you lose it again, do you know why? It's because you want it now, don't you? So you're prepared to do whatever it takes to get it. And you get it. That is like, there's all these flowers around and you cut them and you put them in your vase and you have your flowers. Beautiful. But what do you have a week later? Nothing. Okay, but when you grow and cultivate yourself from pure source, yeah, so you take time to cultivate the land, you take time to plant all your bulbs, and then they grow. And yeah, they go through the seasons, but they keep growing. And each time they come back stronger and more beautiful. And then the seasons happen, but they keep coming back. And you don't have to do any more work except look after the soil. So quit trying harder and come in here and sort this out. The only way to do that is to shift your paradigms. I'll put a link up here, Calendly link. You want to have a one-to-one with me? Then click up here and let's have a chat. Yeah, you need to shift your paradigms. And believe me, I know, I've been there. So if you're that person who's working harder and getting all the qualifications, or simply thinking that just time will change everything, it doesn't. The circumstances change. Good morning, Lizzie. Circumstances change, but you end up with the same results. Or you get things and you lose them because you've got a certain thermostat that you were programmed into. Cannot stress this enough. Okay, but I'm going to tell you a little story and you might recognize this story. So it's called A True Story. I'm sitting in a quiet room in Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden back among the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on a few feet away. There is a small fly burning out the last of its life's short energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of a window pane. The whining wings tell the poignant story of the fly's strategy. Try harder. Oh my God. Can't you hear your mummy now? You're obviously not trying hard enough. I did everything I could. Nope, obviously not. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is part of the trap. It is important for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect had staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. The fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, 10 steps away, the door is open. 10 seconds of flying time and this small creature could reach the outside world it seeks, with only a fraction of the effort now being wasted. It could be free of this self-imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. Why doesn't the fly try harder, try another approach, something dramatically different? How did it get so locked in on the idea of this particular route and determined effort offer the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to seek a breakthrough with more of the same? No doubt this approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. Trying harder isn't necessarily the solution to achieving more. It may not offer any real promise for getting what you want out of life. Sometimes, in fact, it's a big part of the problem. If you stake your hopes for a breakthrough on trying harder than ever, you may kill your chances for success. And that's from Price Pritchard. Wow. I say no more. Quit trying harder. It doesn't work. It just leaves you exhausted. I've spoken to you before about the 4 levels of how to view the world. Number 1, that your world is happening to you. Then when you get out of victim mode, you literally go up to the next one, which is life happens by me, manifestation and will. And I see people doing that all the time. And that's where I was. Just work. And then, till you can work no more. So just literally sit back and go, ask yourself the question. You have every piece of information in here, but you see, the thing is, we don't hear it because we're coming from here. We've been taught to live in the world of effects, and this is mechanical. We've been taught that everything is just in our 2% of our conscious mind. It's doing actually all the work. 98% of your results are coming from your subconscious, and they're happening anyway. And you think you can change it with the 2% of your conscious mind. Like, that is just that's just working in the world of effects. I want you to be the cause of everything and realize what is the cause. And when you think of it, what is the cause of everything? What is behind everything in this universe? Energy. We are light itself. We are energy itself. You can call that God energy, source energy, universal energy. When you go back to everything, we're all energy. Everything is energy. I'm energy. The computer is energy. The space is energy. It's manipulative. We can change it. But once it's already out here, it's done. It's been manifested. So you're messing around with effects. Come inside and create from inside and ask yourself the question, Ask yourself the question, what can I do different? How can this be better? Show me. And then wait for the answer. In fact, don't wait for the answer. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and have some fun. I hear people say, you need to sacrifice this, you need to sacrifice the other. Here's the thing. No, don't. Have both. Do your work and go to the barbecue. Do your work and have fun. Don't spend all day doing the work. There's times when that will happen. There's times when momentum will kick in and you will not want to stop. You will just flow. You will work maybe for a whole week in one go and just never stop. But that's the law of rhythm. And things will happen and you will know. But if you try to force it, any force like that is negating anything. Don't force something. The thing to do you can start to build momentum yourself by literally getting yourself into the vibration of momentum, by literally feeling that, oh my God, something amazing is going to happen today. Something so amazing is going to happen today. I don't know what it is, but it's just, and literally getting into the vibration first and then doing your work. You'll do your work like that and then go to the barbecue. Do not do tomorrow's work today because you'll never get it done. You'll never get it done. The more work you do, the universe goes, oh, you want more work? Okay, here you go. That's why people are running around busy fools, because you're trying to get a week's work done in a day. You're never going to get it done. Do you know why? Because there's nothing to get done. That's the secret in itself. But that's a whole other lesson. A whole other lesson. Too deep to go into right now, but just know, you know yourself, you never get it done, do you? So why are you trying to get it done? And imagine if you just left something and didn't do it today. Imagine, do you think the world just fell apart because you didn't send an extra message? Go to bed at night time knowing that you've done your best. It doesn't matter what you did. Just go to bed and go, I did my best today. It was a great day. And if something happened in it that you didn't like, well, freaking make it up. I don't care. Just make sure when you go to sleep at night that you go to sleep in a really good vibration, because that is setting you up for tomorrow. So if you didn't do it last night, you went to bed and worried last night, oh, I didn't have enough time, I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough this, I wasn't good enough. Oh my God, how am I going to do this? Oh my God, how am I going to do that? No. Go to bed dreaming. This is sealed instructions to the universe when you go to sleep. Go to bed dreaming. And then wake up in the morning and ask sensible questions, as in, how can this get better? Because you know if it's rubbish at the minute, by asking how can this get better is a really good question. But also, when things are really good and you say, how can this get better? It's a really good question. So when you ask questions like that it doesn't matter where you are in the world or where you are in your feelings, then that's a good question. You don't ask questions that, well, when I'm in poverty or lack or sadness, I ask these sorts of questions. And when I'm happy, I ask these sorts of questions. No, you find a question that fits both. Then your subconscious doesn't know any difference. So remember, the universe is working for you. Your body is working for you. Everything is working for you. Can you say that today? Look, I have this written all over the place to remind me everything is working for you. Yeah? So you feel that force and effort. Stop what you're doing. There's no point in doing it. Don't do your work with a miserable face. Do your work with joy and you'll get it done so fast you won't even notice it happening. So listen, don't be the fly in the window if you're doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, so there is a thing that the compound effect, yes, that you do the, it's the little things that you do over and over again. But what we mean is that force and that energy that you would put behind them. No. The energy behind it would be joy and abundance and lightness, not, not knocking hard. That's not the energy to do anything with, okay? So whatever you can do to get yourself in a light energy, and if you're in the middle of something, drop it, just drop it and go and get yourself lighter and brighter and then come back to it, yeah? But you don't need to sacrifice things. I remember whenever I used to take my daughter to the British show jumping, we'd be doing things at the weekend. And, maybe we were at a party on a Saturday night, but then on a Sunday, I would be getting in a horse lorry at 5 o'clock in the morning and driving to show for the whole day. And I would go home about 11 o'clock at night. And they would go, oh, poor you having to go home. And we're all here enjoying ourselves. And I'm like, no, you're all there enjoying yourselves, just getting drunker and drunker and drunker. And you're going to have a hangover in the morning. I'm going to be getting up literally bright and early at 5 o'clock. And I'm going to be going and having a wonderful day with my daughter. And just literally, I couldn't think of anything better. That wasn't a sacrifice to me. But to other people, that was like, oh, Sheena's sacrificing her fun. No, my fun was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and enjoying the time with my daughter all day. I loved that. That wasn't a sacrifice. So what other people see as sacrifice, you just make sure that you're not seeing it as a sacrifice. You do everything with love, joy, and abundance. With love being the operative word, because you wouldn't force anything, you wouldn't think it was a sacrifice, etc., 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 if you loved yourself. That's what I found was the root cause of everything, was I wasn't loving me. And so there's an awesome book. It's called by Don Miguel Ruiz, and it's called Mastery of Love. If you feel, when I know that probably 90% of the world don't love themselves, so you wouldn't say or feel what you feel to your body, because your body's doing everything for you. It's working for you. It's keeping you alive. Like, who's breathing you now? Yeah? Read that book. Put it in your ears as an audiobook, and don't turn it off until you start to feel love. Not just for yourself, Because when you overflow with love for yourself, you start to overflow with love for everything and everybody else. Love is everything. Love's the secret. So love yourself today. Can you do that? Can you do that? Have a good day. See ya.